yeah, pretty cool little park that I found out about. They've got football fields, soccer fields, and there's a quick little sign right there, guys, that says that the park is open till 9 p.m. today, guys, so we don't have to worry about that. Over here to the right side, we got disc golf parking, because yes, this place has a nice disc golf course from what I've been told, guys. So pretty cool to come out here and try some fishing today, because the ranger told me there's about 2 or 3 ponds that you can fish here, guys. So yeah, just coming around. They got a huge parking lot for parking and a bunch of walking paths, and they also have a mountain bike path around here too, guys. So yeah, we're gonna go check that stuff out. Alright guys, so here we are walking down one of the footpaths right here towards the first pond that's on the map, and I'm going to show that map as soon as we get to another one. But like I said, I've never fished this area before, but they do say there's fish in it, and I believe there's like only 1 or 2 other YouTube videos online about this place with people catching fish. So we're gonna go try different things. Brought some different light tackle and lures, and also got some live red worms that we're gonna try out in different spots and just test the waters. It's September 12th. It's a Sunday afternoon, and it's about 5 o'clock, and it feels like it's about 83 degrees out. So we're gonna see if we can get any of that late afternoon action from any of these ponds down here. Alright guys, so here is a view of pond number 1. As you can see, when you come in, you can come around over here and park like I did over here, walk down this trail, and you're going to come over to what's called pond 1. And then on the other side of this big forest right here is another pond, it's pond 2. So just right off the bat, let's just go ahead and try out pond 1, because I'm looking over the top here. You can tell it's a nice dip of a hill, and I can actually see shadows floating all around inside of that pond right there, guys. And I also see like what looks like a big turtle or fish out there in the middle that's just moving around like crazy. So I'm gonna try this first pond out first and see if we have any luck. Alright guys, so we just got down the hill right here. So the first thing I'm gonna try throwing out is a quick little rooster tail right here with a bell weight style on it. So what I'm gonna do is just throw out and see, because I see fish jumping, so it tells me that they are hungry right now, guys. So here we go, first little cast, see if we do anything. See if we can get anything to bite on our live red worm. So let's go ahead and see if that does anything for us. So we haven't had any bites yet, so what I'm going to do is jet over to the other side of the pond where I keep seeing all this fish jumping. So there's got to be some habitat over there. I can see that it's pretty shallow right here, so yeah. Alright guys, it's roughly been about 10 more minutes since we moved from the other side of the pond, and still haven't even had a bite or nibble. I see a bunch of baby bass there falling in the shore right here on the shoreline, so that indicates to me there's a bunch of bass in here. So probably not going to hit anything on tiny hooks like a brim, crappie, something like that. So what I'm thinking is the bass have already ate all of the game fish up, and now it's just bass floating around in here eating each other probably. So yeah, I'm just going to let it sit out there for a little more longer out there, guys, and then I'll move over to the other side over here and see if there's any action going on in that little cove over there. So yeah, stick with us and see if we get anything at all today. Alright guys, so I gave up on that other spot and came over here to this little dark area cove right here. So now I'm going to try my luck. And as soon as I stepped up to set the tripod up, I started seeing a bunch of fish running by in the shallows, and then saw a nice sized bass over here, maybe just like a 2 or 3 pounder, just jumped over to the left. So hopefully the old red worm will do the trick for us today, guys. Alright guys, it's been roughly another 20 minutes of casting back and forth using the live red worms, and still haven't gotten any bites over on this side. I had like a little bit of a nibble, but I could tell it was like a tiny fish, not even like half an inch long, just trying to run it back as I was reeling back in. So a local, and I'm a local here too, of course, I live right down the street, but someone that fishes this pond all the time just came up to me and asked if I had any luck, and I had told him no. I've been out here about an hour or so, and he told me, he said that this pond right here, pond number 1, isn't really known for the fishing in it. He said because there's a lot of turtles and stuff, and I can see that there is a ton of turtles and a ton of frogs all over the side of the shorelines right here, guys. So I'm just going to stick with this pond today and maybe come back to another day to the second pond over here and give it a try. So I'm just going to keep trying, not going to give up yet, and just see if we get anything from a brim to a bass. So check out these footprints that I just found, guys, these tracks right here. And I'm no expert or nothing, but that doesn't look like a deer or a dog right there. It kind of looks like a dog, but that's just pretty big compared to my hand right there. So that's a big old dog if it was one that walked down. So pretty sure wild animals track through here at nighttime and get water and stuff like that, because after all, this is a wilderness county park right here. So yeah, cool little footprints there that we found, guys. Check that out. Alright guys, so like I said earlier in the video, it is full of turtles and frogs, and usually that is not a good sign for fishing, because you would think it would be actually, but it's just not, because the turtles are going to eat the fish and stuff like that. And there's plenty of frogs everywhere, like right over there. You can't see it on this camera, but there's a huge bullfrog just chilling over there in the cove. But yeah guys, like I said, so I rate this pond like a 2. Like, I did get one bite finally. It wasn't on camera, but it was a nice little pull down on the bobber, but still didn't land it. But yeah, so we're going to move on to what's called pond number 2, which is literally on the other side of this little wood line right here. I want to say maybe 20-30 yards on the other side, and there's another bigger pond right there. That's pond 2. So we're just going to trek down there and see if we can have any luck at pond 2 over this one right here. Alright guys, so here we are at pond number 2, and I already see a bunch of action going on down here with the bass and stuff right there. And I went ahead and just threw out real quick a little worm real quick, and I got a nice bite but didn't land it. So I'm gonna keep trying right here and see if we can score anything on pond number 2. Alright guys, so I decided to come over here to the other side of the little bridge wooded area. This is pond number 2. As you can see, this one's a little much better laid out. There's a lot of cleared out open spaces. Like, for example, over there you got like a little park bench, and over here I can see some more park benches over there and stuff. So I really like pond number 2 already better than the first pond with all the overgrowth. So we're going to try some different things here and see. It looks like there's a lot of bass in this pond, and done got a bunch of bites on some brim, but not landing anything. They're really tiny, so I need to get over there towards that wooded area in that cove over there, make my way there. So I'm going to try some different parts of the pond and see what we can do. Alright, so now I've came over to this little cove area here on the other side right here, guys, and it's right at number 3 hole for the disc golf right there. As you can see, that's the number 3 starting area right there, and there's a bench right here. So I'm just going to see, there's a bunch of logs in the water. As you can see, there's one there, and there's a bunch over here cut over these little bushes. So I'm going to go down in here, you can see, and see if we can get anything out of here, guys. Alright guys, so the sun is starting to go down and it's a good little walk back to the parking lot. So I'm about to start packing it up here soon, guys. We didn't have any luck today at all, but I'm definitely going to come back out here with some more bass rigs, because I believe these ponds are nothing but bass, honestly. I hardly see any brim in this one right here. So we'll definitely get back out here again and try to catch us some fish.